Greetings from the America My Oyster Association. My name is Bee Jima, and I'm the president and founder of the America My Oyster Association. And we're honored to be with you all today, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us so that you can learn how you can become more of an advocate for diversity, inclusivity, and equity within your everyday world, within your family, within those who you communicate with, in every social setting that you may find yourself in, at school, and even at the workplace. So thank you for taking time out so that you can find out how you can help us build a better America for us all. And so I wanted to show you our flyer, Building a Better America Today with AMOA. And so check out this flyer because you will see this at all the different libraries in East Baton Rouge Parish. And the America My Oyster Association, we are so honored to be partnering with the Goodwood Library, particularly as we help to promote their outstanding array of classes that are geared towards strengthening, building, and expanding your understanding of diversity, inclusivity, and also equity. And so we are very thankful to the Goodwood Library, also known as the main library. We're thankful to the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System and the outstanding staff, especially at the Goodwood Library. We are thankful to Assistant Library Director Mary Stein. Also, we are thankful for the community programming and outreach librarian, Miss Jessica Mcdaniel, and also the reference coordinator, Mr. Andrew Tadman, for their efforts and their support and all that they are willing to offer to all the residents of Baton Rouge to help improve your lives each and every day. And so we have our presentation for you, and we hope that you will enjoy this presentation. And this will be just a simple way to show you how you can take access of these online classes that are offered to you and that are at your disposal. All you need to have is simply a library card. And so without further ado, I would like to welcome to you all our community and programming outreach librarian, Miss Jessica Mcdaniel.
Thank you, Bee. We love working with Bee and America My Oyster Association. We've partnered with them for quite a while. At the library, we don't just house books and digital resources, but we also make connections. We make connections with our community members, community organizations, and ideas and connections with each other. We're very, very happy to partner with AMOA this month, but also beyond, to explore these very important, very relevant topics to help us enrich our lives. In addition to these educational and instructional courses, we have a plethora of resources like fiction books. Fiction is an excellent way to connect with your fellow community members, with family members, friends. It develops empathy, and it's such a great supplement to the courses that we're going to talk about today. As with everything in the library, we try to post everything in our monthly newsletter, The Source. If you don't have one, pick one up. We have them at all of our library branches. We also send them out an email, and you can get it at EBRPL.com. Keep an eye out in The Source for more programs, community programs that you can attend at the library or from the comfort of your own home virtually. So I'm going to give it back to Bee, and she'll be able to share a little bit more about what we're doing here today.
Thank you so very much, Librarian Mcdaniel. And so they have always been very receptive here at the Goodwood Library and other library branches and EBR to the different diverse array of programs and projects and workshops that the America My Oyster Association sponsors. And so we're very pleased to be here in the Goodwood Library as we promote these classes that are designed to help you become the best version of yourself as you interact with others on a daily basis. And as she stated, these classes are meant to enrich your level of understanding of yourself, of your community, of those who you interact with on a daily basis, and those who you might not interact with on a daily basis as well, as we together learn more about each other, as we understand more about each other, and as we embrace more about each other through taking these particular courses. Because especially within the social climate that we live in, each of us has a responsibility to make not only America, but also the world a better place for each and every one of us. Not just for those that are within our families, not just for those who are our friends, not just for those who we work with or go to school with, but for everyone. Because if we expect the world to be the way that it should be, and the way that we want it to be, and the way that we still have hope that it can be, then we each have a sense of responsibility to invest in understanding more about the fundamentals of diversity, equity, and inclusivity. And if each one of us makes some effort, that effort will grow and expand. And ultimately, we will have created not just a better Louisiana, not just a better America, but a better world for each and every one of us. And we're entering into a brand new decade within American life and culture. And so within this brand new decade, when this decade comes to an end, let's say to ourselves, when we are at 2030, when it arrives, look at all that we did between 2020 and 2030 to make this world better. So we want you to take advantage of these classes. These classes are absolutely for free, and all you need is a library card. And one of the things that was told to me that I can remember as a child is that a book, it has the power to take you absolutely anywhere. And so with the resources that are available to you in the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System, and especially with the online classes through Udemy and Lynda Com and Gale Presents, they can take you absolutely anywhere and allow you to become all that you desire to be simply with you having a library card. And there's no limit to how you can grow with these classes. And during these particular times that we live in, there is a heightened sense of awareness that we must be mindful of each other, that we must be respectful of each other, and that we must embrace each other. And our differences that we have, we need to understand those differences and why they exist, and how our similarities are much greater than our differences. We all seek, in some way, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And by taking these particular courses, it will allow you to have a greater sense of how you have a sense of responsibility to make not only your dreams of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for yourself, for your family, for your friends, and all who you surround yourself with, but how you have a sense of, in some sort of way, a sense of power in knowing that you have those capabilities within yourself to also grant others life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness based on how you treat them, how you greet them, how you perceive them, how you look at them, how you handle them. Because how you interact with others, no matter how great the environment or how small and informal the environment, how you treat people is what they will always remember. And based on how you treat them, that in some way can affect how they may treat others that resemble you. So you have to be mindful of diversity, of equity, and inclusivity. Because if you want to make this world a better place for yourself, for your siblings, for your classmates, for your coworkers, and for your own family, you have to have a sense of responsibility in knowing that you also have to make not only Louisiana, not only America, but the world a better place, not just for you, but for everyone else that you interact with. And if we all have that mindset, there is no limit to the progress we will make. There is no limit to who we can reach in a beneficial, positive way. There is no limit to the level of love and empathy and understanding that you and I and all of us can have, but it takes effort. And so that's why I'm so thankful to the staff here at the East Baton Rouge Parish Main Library, because they're putting forth the effort. And America My Oyster Association is putting forth the effort. And you are listening to this presentation because you want to put forth the effort. And there's no limit to what we can do and what we can achieve if we simply are willing to put forth the effort. And so I'm honored to present to you Building a Better America Today with AMOA. And so what we are seeking to do with this program is to basically encourage America's students and graduates to have a comprehensive understanding of diversity, inclusion, empathy, and equity. And as many of you have noticed, throughout the headlines, throughout the marches, throughout social media, young people especially have taken on this torch, this beacon, this light, if you will, of shedding a sense of empathy that has been illuminated with all of their efforts, all of their creativity, all of their innovative methods to getting their voices heard, to having a platform that all the world has to stop and listen to. So there is power in you expressing your voices. But how can you express your voice in a way where it can be received and handled in a way that is more conducive to creating the social reform that you seek in different ways, different levels? And there's all different forms of protest besides just marching. There's all different types of strategic forms of protest. And one of the ways that we can protest against prejudice, injustice, racism, poverty, poor education is simply through learning about equity, diversity, inclusivity, and particularly empathy. And empathy is essentially the source of all of how we will make America better, is being more empathetic and more understanding of each one of our stories, and that each one of our voices matter, and that all of our lives matter. So, with Building a Better America Today, the America My Oyster Association, we're proud to launch this online certification program. And so what you will do when you partake in this program, you're going to take specially curated courses that the staff, along with myself, at the main library have selected to be able to heighten your level of understanding on these particular subjects, and that can relate directly to you. And so we have classes that are curated for high school students, for college students, and also for recent graduates. Now, those graduates could be graduates who recently graduated from high school or from college. And you will find that these courses are basically professional developments that you can put on your resume once you complete each one of those classes and receive your certification at the end of each course that you will take. And so the America My Oyster Association, we are proud to say that this particular summer DEI courses that we are helping to promote here at the Goodwood Library and the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System, that is a part of our Together We Are America program that encourages America's students and graduates to have an understanding of the diverse experiences and individuals that comprise our nation. And our Together We Are America program promotes multicultural awareness. And that is where we usually have a celebration where we honor the different nationally recognized cultural celebrations. So in the past, with the Together We Are America program, we've celebrated African American History Month, we've celebrated Women's History Month, we've celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month. And so now we're taking it to the next level, and that is wanting to be a resource in terms of diversity, equity, and inclusivity training. And so we're very proud to be partnering with the library and very proud of each and every one of you who also want to take these courses. Now, in order to take these classes, as I stated earlier, you need to have a library card. But before you even get your library card out, you need to register. So you could register on our website, www.theamoa.org. Once again, I'm old school. I know people don't say www anymore, but I still say it. www.theamoa.org. On our homepage, we have where you can fill out your contact information and register for these classes. And so
you need to have your library card once again, and then you'll have to create accounts in order to be able to access these different online courses, which will be taught through Lynda Com and Gale Presents Udemy Courses. But once again, these classes are absolutely free. And who doesn't like things that are absolutely free? But the amount of knowledge that you will get will be absolutely priceless. Now, we want you to consider becoming a champion for diversity. And how will you do that? Well, registration, as stated earlier, it is required. You need to register. And you need to have a library card that is registered with the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. And this program will feature these courses, as stated, from Lynda Com and Gale Presents Udemy Courses. Now, if you do decide to go to these different databases to find out what they have on your own, I strongly advise you to do so, because they have a plethora of different courses that you can take. Depending on what your skill set is or the skill set that you want to develop, take these classes. They're the fundamental tools to help you grow and expand and enrich your level of knowledge in a wide array of different subjects. But in terms of the diversity, equity, and inclusivity, we want you to take the classes that we have specifically chosen for you. Now, high school students will have to take a minimum of 6 hours of coursework, college students a minimum of 8 hours of coursework, and recent graduates, whether you've graduated from high school or college, will have to take a minimum of 10 hours of coursework. Now, if you complete all of the courses, and when I say all of the courses, I mean the courses that are listed for everyone, because we have them in categories depending on the grade level. But for those particular students who are overachievers, and trust me, I feel you, I sense you, I know you. Take all of the classes. And if you take all of the classes, then you will become an AMOA diversity champion, because you went above and beyond taking the courses just in your designated group or designated grade level, okay? And so, if you take the required minimum of coursework, which is great. I know that everyone has busy lives and obligations, and it's the summer and you want to have a break, because imagine you've been pursuing your education during the pandemic, so you deserve a break. And we're just happy that you have an interest in taking these courses, and we're happy to present them to you. Take just the minimum for your particular grade level, okay? For your particular designated academic group or grade level, take those courses, finish them, and you will become an AMOA diversity advocate, okay? And so these are different titles that you can put on your resume, including the certificates that you will get as you complete each course, and then at the recognition ceremony, yes, there's a recognition ceremony, which will be on June 19th. You will get a certificate of completion courtesy of the America My Oyster Association. Now, we have important dates and notices from May 1st to June 6th. This is when you will take your classes. So you need to complete your coursework between that time. And then on May 6th, which is today, we have our orientation session, which we will make available to you to watch at your leisure. And then on June 5th, we have in-person study hall session from 2 to 5 p.m. And you know who that session's for? That's for the procrastinators. But guess what? The procrastinators change the world for the better too. So for the overachievers who will pace yourself and finish these courses in adequate time, we're proud of you. But for the procrastinators who may wait till the day before, guess what? AMOA is also proud of you too. And so if you know that you work better with groups, and that if somebody else is there to hold you accountable, you'll get the work done, then please come to our study hall session, and we will have some light snacks for you to enjoy in the process of you completing this coursework. Now, we have also on June 6th, once again, this is the final day for you to turn in your work, and you will need to submit proof of your completion, and that means you will upload each one of the certificates for each one of the classes that you are required to take. You will upload them in one email and send them to the America My Oyster Association. And then on June 19th, ta-da! That is the recognition ceremony from 4 o'clock to 5:45 in person. And we ask that you bring your friends and family to salute you and that you dress in business casual if you can. And we will take photographs with you. And we will celebrate you and honor you for your efforts in becoming an AMOA diversity champion or an AMOA diversity advocate. Now, our in-person events will take place at the Goodwood Library, and we will take place in the large meeting room. And participants, you can register throughout May. So even if you weren't able to physically attend the orientation session, that's perfectly all right, because you will be able to view the orientation session as soon as we make it available to you all on our website. And so just watch the orientation session and then just take your classes and work to make America a better place for us all with the knowledge you will obtain from these classes. And then we wanted to tell you that you will upload your certificates to America My Oyster Association at gmail.com before or by June 6th. But make sure you upload all of the certificates in one email, not just an email for each certificate, all of them in one comprehensive email. I wanted to tell you that we want to assess and evaluate your perception of diversity, equity, and inclusivity either prior to you taking your first class or while you're taking your classes. And so we will send out a survey for you to fill out. Please fill out that survey honestly, truthfully. There won't be any wrong answers. We will not judge you based on what you select or your feelings or what you decide to comment on or not comment on. We just want to hear from you truthfully with your understanding of diversity, equity, and inclusivity prior to you delving into these courses. And then towards the end of the courses, like the last week of June, for the classes, we will send out another survey to evaluate, well, what did you learn as a result of taking these classes? How have they enhanced or furthered your knowledge of diversity, equity, and inclusivity? And what will you do with this knowledge in order to make America a better place for us all? And so we are asking you to become an AMOA diversity champion or an AMOA diversity advocate today. And we have faith in you. And we believe at the America My Oyster Association that not only America, but also the world is your oyster. And you, the future leaders of tomorrow, are the dynamic, magnificent, and beautiful pearls. And so we want to invest in you, and we want you to invest in yourselves so that you can use your talents, energy, efforts, and all the different gifts that you've been blessed with to make America truly a better place for us all. And I am very honored to be here and honored to introduce our next speaker. And that happens to be our reference coordinator here at the main library, Mr. Andrew Tadman. Mr. Tadman.
Well, thank you, Bea. So I'm Andrew Tadman. I'm the coordinator of the reference department, which basically means I'm over the information desks for the library system. So we all know the library has books. Well, there's a lot more beyond the books. Currently we have 14 branches and there's a 15th on the way. We have public computers at every branch, free Wi-Fi, computer classes, lots of events, see the source newsletter, meeting rooms, study rooms. Here at the main library we have a career center and they can help you with job applications, resumes, or even just figuring out what kind of job you want to do. So it's great to talk to a career counselor there. And some of the branches also have maker spaces, which are creative spaces that offer you access to equipment like 3D printers, laser cutters, and drilling stuff. We've even got a recording studio, full sound booth recording studio at the River Center branch. So, and again, all this stuff we're talking about is totally free to you to use. So all you need is a library card, and even if you don't live in East Baton Rouge Parish, you can still get a library card with us. So what we're going to focus on today is the digital library, which is the branch that never closes. It's available 24/7 from wherever you have internet access. So these are some of our most popular resources. Overdrive, it's our ebooks and audiobooks. We've got thousands and thousands of ebooks and audiobooks and digital magazines. Canopy for streaming movies. Flipster for digital magazines that we can't get through Overdrive. Freegal, this is music downloads and streaming, and the Advocate Archives. So we have the newspaper archives going all the way back to the beginning. And of course we have educational databases where you can find journal articles for homework assignments, that kind of stuff, everything from that to financial literacy. So here are a few of the core online learning resources that we're not going to be using for this project, but I just wanted to make you aware of. First of all, we have Homework Louisiana, and this is live one-on-one tutoring, and it's available from 2 till midnight most days. It's a really great resource. They go through questions with a whiteboard with you, so they're not just going to give you the answer, but they give you an opportunity to work through the problems. So Learning Express is the next one. That's kind of our go-to resource for test preparation. So whether it's GRE, SAT, ACT, civil service exams, if you're getting into the career field, then this can give you lots of practice tests. Then we have Gale Courses. These are structured 6-week-long courses taught by an actual teacher. It's not just videos. And you do get to take the classes with people around the country at the same time, so there are discussion boards and that kind of thing for that. And then finally, our favorite language app, Mango Languages, which is wonderful for learning a language on the go. So those are just some I wanted to tell you about. So for the courses that you'll be taking for this project, the first one I'm going to tell you about is the courses through Lynda Com and how to access those. So these are on-demand courses. They're always available. They're videos. You can jump out, jump back in, and carry on your progress. Currently, there's over 5,500 courses. Now, on May 20th, we're switching from Lynda.com to LinkedIn Learning. So the platform's going to look a little bit different, but the courses will still be there for you. But with the change to LinkedIn Learning, we will have over 16,000 courses. So it's a huge expansion of already great resources. And these are all taught by experts, so they're really valuable. And it's got everything from software to social media, communications, you name it, there's probably a course in there for you. So how to get to it? You'll go to EBRPL.com. It's our website here, and then click on Digital Library. And then there's a few different places you can find it, but the easiest way is to go to the A to Z list. So here we have the A to Z list, and we'll go down to L for Lynda.com, and click on that, and then it's going to bring you to the resource. So here's where you create your account. It's going to ask you for your library card number and your library card PIN. Your library card PIN is usually your date of birth, but we can certainly help you with that if you have any questions. And once you've signed in, here's what one of the courses look like. So this is the Confronting Bias course. So you have the video on the right of the screen, and on the left-hand side, the video is broken down into smaller chunks. So if there was one part you wanted to re-watch or just take a look at again, you can easily get to it without scrolling through the whole video. You can also make notes. You can view the transcript if you wanted to read along or weren't able to listen to the audio. And you can also make notes on the program as well. So these are the course options through Lynda.com. Confronting Bias, Thriving Across Our Differences, Unconscious Bias, Communicating with Empathy, Body Language for Leaders, and Leading Inclusive Teams. And the other place that we'll be taking courses from is Gale Presents Udemy. Again, it's on-demand courses, always available, video courses, and there's over 6,000 courses in this area. And for both Udemy and for Lynda, you could have your own individual subscription. It costs you hundreds every year, but with your library card, again, as we keep repeating, it's all free. So you go through the same method to get to it. EBRPL.com, Digital Library, A to Z list, and then we'll go down to G for Gale Presents Udemy. And after clicking on that, it'll take us to the login page. And this is slightly different to Lynda.com, is all you need to access it is a Google or Microsoft email account. And once you enter that, it'll let you in. The only limit is you have to be in Louisiana. It's kind of geo-located. So as long as you're in Louisiana, it'll let you in. And so once you've signed in, oh, there we go, sign in again. So this is kind of how the courses look here when you first start. And again, you're able to log in, log out, continue on where you were before. So this is the start of the Ally Up course. It gives you some clear information about what you're going to learn. And then when you're ready to start, you can just click Enroll Now, and then it'll show up in your dashboard. Again, the courses look pretty similar to Lynda. Again, it's got it broken down on the right-hand side this time. And you can see you can quickly access downloadable resources as well. So these are the courses on Udemy: a diversity deep dive, leadership insights and lessons, unconscious bias, fuel diversity and become a better you, psychology of diversity and unconscious bias, Ally Up, using allyship to advance diversity and inclusion, and leadership essentials for career development. And I'll leave you with our contact information here. So if you have any questions or any trouble with any of the resources, reference staff can walk you through it. We can troubleshoot any issues, and we'll absolutely make sure you get access to them. All right, thank you and good luck.
And thank you so very much, Reference Coordinator Mr. Andrew Tadman, for that very informative presentation. And thank you also so very much, Community and Outreach Librarian Miss Jessica Mcdaniel. Truly, it has been an honor to be before you all this evening and to be able to share with you the diverse array of amazing courses that are made available to you, once again, absolutely for free, and that are at your disposal. So take advantage of these classes. Tell your friends and family members about these classes. And as we know, within this particular time period, individuals are constantly asking for more knowledge, asking to have a better understanding of other people's stories, and realizing that everyone has a voice and that everyone matters and that everyone has a divine purpose for why they are here on this earth. And so if that is the case, then we each have a sense of responsibility to take these courses so that we can make America a better place, not just for you, not just for me, as I stated earlier, but America needs to be a better place for us all. And one small step we can take happens to be registering for these classes and sharing them with your family and friends. You have the entire month of May to register for these classes, to take these classes, and let the knowledge that is within these classes sink down deep within you so that it can bring forth the very best that is within you as you interact with everyone, no matter if it's someone you know or someone who is a stranger. How you respond to them, how you treat them, and how you receive as well as perceive them, that matters, and that can make all the difference in the world. And one of the ways we can make sure that we treat individuals the way that we want to be treated is through taking courses like these classes that are made available to you. And so I am so grateful for the dynamic staff here at the Goodwood Library and all the libraries in East Baton Rouge Parish, but specifically this library, because they take time and interest and effort in being able to provide to you a diverse array of courses that celebrate multicultural awareness, diversity, inclusivity, and equity, and even more than that, They have a passion for what they do, and they want you to be the very best that you can be. And any way that they can do it, they will. And this is one of the ways that they are seeking to do so, along with the America My Oyster Association. And so we know that you want to make America a better place for us all, unless you would not be taking these classes and you would not be listening to this orientation session. So already, before we even have our recognition ceremony on June 19th, I want to salute you right now for making a powerful and impactful and beneficial decision, and that is enrolling in these courses and sharing these courses with your friends and family. And with your efforts, with my efforts, with AMOA's efforts, and the efforts of the dynamic staff here at the Goodwood Library, we will make not only Louisiana, not only America, but I am confident in this, that each one of us in some way, no matter how great or how small, will make the world a better place for us all. So please join us. It's a process, but as the great Frederick Douglass once said, without struggle, there is no progress. And we know it will be a struggle, but this is one of the best ways that we can ensure that we are putting forth the work to create the world that we all are deserving to live in and to thrive in. And so I thank you, I wish you the very best, and be blessed. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on June 19th at the recognition ceremony. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at America My Oyster Association at gmail.com. That's America My Oyster Association at gmail.com. And please visit our website at www.theamoa.org. And if you're ever in the Goodwood Library one day, take a moment and thank the staff and meet these incredible people who you have gotten a chance to learn more about today, and also say hello to the wonderful Assistant Library Director, Miss Mary Stein, who helped to make all of this possible. We wish you the very best. Thank you.